Hi, Ian here, welcome to my channel. Today's video, I just wanted to try and clarify a little bit that's circulating on social media at the moment regarding some of the key points that Pete Cowan has been explaining or trying to explain. And one of those is the actual release, the plane of the swing and the release. And this has been demonstrated on a few channels regarding the positions that your alignment stick should be in or your club should be in. And I just wanted to put some of those myths to bed. So if you like this channel, please subscribe and we'll start. So firstly, just let me reiterate that this motion here in the backswing, I do subscribe to that method of the hands being apart. I feel like my trail arm and my trail shoulder are really loading up into the backswing. It's a very, very good practice drill to create the coil in your backswing. So I go along with that 100%. Now what I wanted to clarify is when you come back to the ball and you hit the ball, which is obviously the most important bit. Now there's a lot being said here that we continue on so that the club is, or the club face is pointing up to the sky. Now that's only correct if you're doing a small shot, if you're doing a chip or a pitch, or you're trying to manufacture something a little bit round a tree, maybe a little bit of a slice shot. But as we swing through for a full shot, if you're hitting a driver and you adopt this method for a full swing, it simply is going to reduce your power quite dramatically. You're probably going to lose anything from 30 to 100 yards. And that's a lot of distance to be compromising when the courses are getting much longer every day now. So what I wanted to try and explain here is this is being taught for me too much because you, the viewer, and many other golfers are now misinterpreting this. This position is fine if we're playing a small shot and our premeditated swing and what we're trying to achieve is a smaller shot of 50% power or less, because we can stop and control that position. If we attempt to do this as we go through, all that actually happens is the club head itself never gets released. This club head has not released through to the finish. So this would be fine if I'm going to stop somewhere here in my follow through, because I'm in charge and I'm controlling that to produce a certain type of shot. Now if I'm going to hit a full swing, a driver or a 7-iron, it doesn't matter what club it is, I'm going to do a full action, then once again, if this club is pointing up, the club itself has not released from impact. So I might as well stop here on all of my shots, including my driver, because there's no point going any further, because you've put a handbrake on to actually stop the club from accelerating through the ball. As we go through the ball, this line of the shaft should point back down to where the ball was, and this advances the club through and provides not only more power, but provides the finish that you see all the pros finishing in. So this club now has actually released through to the finish. It's not this one and we just put it behind our neck. That club head has not advanced and accelerated through. So please bear in mind, if it's a full swing, the club needs to be accelerating. So you're having maximum power all the time. And then it's a case of just choosing a different club for a different distance, but you have some consistency. So try to get this feeling that the club is actually releasing. It's not so much a roll, but you're allowing it to get into the same position that you had that you had on the backswing. It's just merely a mirror image of what you had here, and then it goes through to the end. You see Rory, his driver, well, I'm getting a bit old for this now, but his driver, it's pointing at the hole, or pointing down the middle of the fairway. And that's advancing the club, that's accelerating the club. If we want to do this where the club is pointing up, I've now had to stop the club from accelerating, and that's fine if it's a little controlled shot and I planned to do that. So anything small, yes. Anything full swing, it's not going to work. You don't see Rory finishing here. You just never, unless he's trying to slice one on purpose, but his normal full swing, the club releases through to the finish, and that's accelerating the club through to the end. But remember, you've got 2 points. Club face pointing up in your follow through is on purpose for a small shot, small swing. Full swing, doesn't matter what club it is, that position is not arrived at. It shouldn't be arrived at. You watch Tiger or Rory, this is the position they're in when they go through. They're not in this position where the club is pointing upwards. So hopefully that's provided some clarity for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks very much for watching.